Hello people, it is Saturday the 5th of January and it's, I don't know, 9:30, something like that, in the evening. And this is an update on the poisoning. I'm in Clifton Down, and last night they sprayed me with a chemical called hydrochloride. Hydrochloride is a mixture of chloride and sulphuric acid made into a gas form. It's very corrosive. They use it to clean industrial machinery. They used to spray me all the time in Clifton Hill, my flat, just over 2.5 years ago. They used to spray it through the walls and everywhere, really, with it, along with the sulphuric acid and the chemical that makes you urinate all the time. They are doing the same tonight. They are spraying me with a chemical that makes you urinate all the time. Also, hydrochloride in gas form, along with the sulphuric acid in gas form, and they are battering me, people. It takes time. It takes a few days for them to catch up with me and where I am, and then they just set up and triangulate my position, and then they just start releasing gas, upwind, downwind, and then before you know it, excuse me, I've got hair in my mouth. Before you know it, like last night is one of the worst nights I've had since they started poisoning me 5 years ago. It really was bad, people, and I had to fall asleep breathing this in. You still got to get sleep. You've still got to get rest, because it has a knock-on effect. If you don't get sleep, then I was using a makeshift mask that I made out of paper towels and sellotape. It's been saving me for a little while. I mean, I'm not a rich person. Going out and buying respirators and face masks. The respirators with the charcoal filters are the best one, because you can just, but they cost 25-30 quid a time, and you have to replace the cartridges. So at the moment I'm wearing a face mask with, what I do is I use paper towels or toilet roll in between my face and the actual mask, so that you can replace that so the mask doesn't get totally saturated. I got this one today from Poundland for a couple of quid. It's like kind of an elastically black one that fits around your face, and it is a lifesaver, people. It really is a lifesaver. Just something as little as this, just to filter the air out. Obviously I'm still getting this epoxy thing where I'm not getting the right amount of oxygen, but trust me, people, it's better than breathing in what they're spraying on me. It's just a nightmare, people. Now tonight they're doing the same, so I'm sort of a bit more prepared. I've got this mask on with toilet roll, filtering out quite a lot of it, but I'm still breathing it in. It's still breathing in, the air mixed with this. You can't really totally get away from it unless you're in a humanically sealed room with charcoal filters. But what I found this out some time ago, along with the nanoparticles that they're spraying, along with the alum oxide in the chemtrails. They made these particles so small that normal air filters cannot remove them. How convenient is that, people? There is a way that you can remove the smart dust that they've been spraying on us, and also the alum oxide, which is mainly the contents of chemtrails, and it's called an air water filter. It's literally, you draw the air through like a water filter. So this woman, she was really sensitive to chemtrails, and she made this filter, and basically it was like she put this fan, I can't remember, but basically what you do is you run water over a surface, say like a tea towel, and then you suck the air through the tea towel, through the water, and the water acts as a filter, and it takes out most of the alum oxide and the smart dust. It was really clever. It's called an air water filter. But that's, if you've got the time or the money to, to make one or to buy one, that's the best way to, to put yourself in a humanically sealed room, totally airtight room, and use these filters. The only other alternative is wear a respirator or a face mask like I am. But as soon as I get enough money together, I'm going to get another respirator and charcoal filters because they do work better. Yeah, so they're hitting me really hard tonight, people. I had to drive to Keynsham. I had to go out to this place out in the country to charge my battery because I've got a generator and I have to charge my battery every so often. Anyway, so I had to go to Keynsham, and no word of a lie, I had to stop 3 times and pee between here and Keynsham. I'm also experiencing going through different boroughs in Bristol. There's hydrochloride and the sulphuric acid in gas form, and also this chemical that makes you urinate all the time. Just a footnote. Please, people, if it's affecting you, make statements, tell the police, say something. Please. I'm working on this myself, okay? Because the key is numbers and statements and witnesses. If we go to the police, we go to the law and say, produce statements made by other people that they are going through the same thing. The police have to investigate. They have to set up machinery. They have to test the air. I remember saying years ago when I first started campaigning, or 5 years ago when they first started poisoning me and spraying this in my flat and stuff, I remember saying, you're next, people. And now they've started on the whole of the human race as a whole. Who are they? Well, do your homework, people. I know who they are. I know what they are. I know how old they are. Let's just say we're not alone, people. There are races of beings far superior, well, supposedly superior than us, that have been here for billions of years. I look out, I go for walks around Clifton, and it's saturated in sulphuric acid, this chemical that makes you urinate all the time. And I see people jogging, running, walking about, having fun, well, all over the place, and I'm thinking, I heard something recently. Can you hear voices from beyond the grave? I don't know, but I heard something recently, and it was 2 words, people, just 2 words: take over. Somebody or something is prepping and engineering the human race's demise. Like I said, last night I was sprayed like no one's business. It was really hard to try and get to sleep breathing in hydrochloride that was being sprayed so much, people. It was making my eyes sting. It was making parts of my lungs hurt. I used to smoke and smoke quite a lot in the past. There's bits of your lungs that you feel now and again, that ache, it really gets there, people. But I have faith, and I faith in myself that I can heal myself, and faith that I can push this away. I believe, people. I don't know how they're managing to do it, but I'm, in the middle of nowhere in Clifton Down, and they are spraying this hydrochloride like no one's business around me. And I'm telling you, it's getting into the van and it builds up, and I literally have to open the door to vent it out because it just builds up. It compresses so much in the van. So I've got this mask on with, toilet roll on the inside, as a filter, and it's saving me. But I'm still breathing it in. It's still getting in with the air, and it's still, and it's. I've got to go to sleep with this on. People, please, please speak up, make statements, because that's the road I'm going down. I'm going to, talk to people from my past, see if they're going through the same thing, and make statements. Take it to the law. I think I'm going to run out of memory, but it says in the Bible, you know, if something's wrong, then you go back with 3 witnesses. You know, it's along those lines. You know, it's anyway. I don't know what else to say, people. Yeah. Keep fighting. Yeah.